Hello everybody and welcome to the clean table. Look how very clean it is. Except for the stain over there off camera. That didn't come out in the wash. Oh well. What I've done is as you know, I buy a lot of crap. I've just got to say I buy a lot of crap. And I have accumulated a few bits and pieces that don't fit into any particular videos anywhere else. So I've decided that I'm just going to do a nice quick roundup compilation of them. So we're just going to look at a bunch of random things that I have brought that don't really fit in anywhere. This being the first one. It's a grain hopper thing with a thing to let the stuff out. That's literally all it is. It's just like a grain hopper. It's Seco, which is why I picked it up, because Seco is normally quite good quality, and I like getting my hands on trailers. I'm trying to think exactly what it is. I said it's broken now. I can't help but think it's some kind of grain hopper, but I also wonder if it may be like one of those devices that collects grass and spreads it out. Who knows? Maybe it's a manure sprayer. But I wanted to see if it would work with an old Matchbox trailer. If you hold it up, it'll work. Yay for Siku compatibility. Yay. So there was that, There's that. Another thing we brought was the German army. This lovely Tiger number 26, which happens to be a remote control device, which I think I brought actually maybe, I want to say over a year ago, and it's been sitting unused for ages. I don't even remember if it works. I've got my convenient box of batteries, which is going to be required. I've only stuck batteries in one of these objects today because it required a annoying, frustrating time. There's a little bit of corrosion in there, unfortunately. That could be problematic. This did work the last time I tested it, but as I said, corrosion is a thing. Ooh, that doesn't look good at all. Oh dear. That's looking rather... Wait, did I put that in the right way? Yes, that's looking rather not promising. There were cheap Kodak batteries in this, and I have the feeling that may have spelt the end for this. Not that it was particularly expensive. That would be unfortunate if this doesn't work. I'd rather like this to work, personally. Anyway, we'll pull the little charger out here, and we'll make sure this is turned off, and plug it in and see if anything happens. Come on. Yes. Well, there's nothing powering on here, which is a little worrying. Tell you what, let's put that over there to charge for a bit whilst we look at something else. How about a keyring? Just a little keyring. It's that Undertale game that was really popular some time ago. Wouldn't normally buy something like this. I do need a new keyring. But it just intrigued me that Undertale has reached such a state of popularity that things from it are literally appearing in charity shops. And at the same time, they look like they're knockoffs. Like that. Just look at the paint job on the tail. It doesn't even exist. And the glasses, that's passable, I suppose. It's thingamajig. All the furries liked her for some reason. And there's Skull Boy, who's trying to be cool, but just got his head flushed down the toilet. And there's the future leader of the mafia, but nobody knows it. And there's that person nobody likes that isn't important at all. Yes, see how unimportant that person is. That's why the mafia man has gone in front. Hello, I am a lizard. And I am in charge of the galaxy. I couldn't make out what the company name on the back is, personally. It's a bit too shiny. Mander? Halder? Halder, yeah. Halder. Literally had to put it under the proper lighting. You go in there, Halder, and we'll ignore your existence. Let's see if this is... working at all. I don't think it is, which is a real shame because it was before, which is really kind of annoying. I remember driving it up and down a bus in a video that just does not exist anymore because, well, why would I keep a video of me driving one of these up and down a bus? It might be on Twitter. If the video still exists, I'll pull it up and put it on the video for you. Let me just have a quick look at this under the lighting. That side looks fine. This side looks fine. There's no corrosion on the device itself. Tell you what, let's do that thing that we shouldn't do, because I'm doing this to a lot of things that I buy recently. Lots of trains and toys are being repaired by me just opening them up and basically spraying contact cleaner in them. I'm probably going to regret this though, but well, let's be fair. If it doesn't work, what do I have to lose? Oh. Okay, yeah, I just broke that entirely and utterly. Didn't I? Yep, there go all the springs. Well, let's just, there we go, that's all of the springs. There we go, we separated that. Here is the control circuit board of this device. I mean, they're quite nice little micro switches. If you found these inside, like controllers in the 80s, you'd be quite pleased with that, I'm sure. Now, oh, there's a spring caught in there, isn't there? Oh, gosh darned. Gosh be darned, I appear to have broken it. Well, I tell you what, let's put batteries back in it, because this is the best idea I've ever had. To put batteries back in the device I've literally just torn apart. Oh, gosh, what am I doing with my life? Besides being horrifically sick. Yeah, the LED... Wait, what's that? Oh, that's this switch. Wait, do you think that's the power switch? Oh dear, this is where I find out that it does work. I just, hadn't turned on the power switch. Huh. Well, tell you what, let's just ignore that thing's existence. Put it over there with all its little bits, which I inevitably going to make the table messy, even though I've just cleaned it. Oh, you go over there, Mr. Tiger Tank in bits, and I'll, I don't know, reattach this at least. Oh, well, at least I get a small aerial out of it, you never know. Might find some use for that. Let's pull the next object up, which is ironically another tank. Yes. Now, this is obviously a micro machine of sorts. I own one other vehicle, tank-wise, of this actual line, and an armoured car and something else in the box somewhere. And when I saw a basic Abrahams with a spade on the front, I thought, yes, I'm going to go ahead and buy that. And I did, because I quite like micro machines, and let's be fair, they're worth a fair bit of money for what they are, because they all got lost down the sides of sofas or inside the control panels of Tiger tanks. Did you know that in the battlefields of Normandy, if you look inside control panels of Tiger tanks, you will find lots of micro machines? It's just a designated and true fact. This one has a price tag on it. £3. £3 I paid for this. £3 I paid for this. Yes. Incidentally, I paid like 50 pence for that and this cost about £3, and the micro machine was 50 pence as well. It's a flash. Look at it. It's very flashy. A Sunpack Auto 122. Haven't looked at this at all, so let's get the battery panel off and... Well, this isn't going to work either, is it? Oh dear, I'm going to have to figure out a way to clear corrosion from these things, aren't I? Because I could actually make use of a decent flash with my own. I'd assume it would work on a digital camera. I suppose it may not, but I could feasibly make good use of a flash to improve my mediocre abilities. Although, to be fair, most of the lighting I buy tends to be focused far towards cameras and video production, which is obviously what it is I am producing right at this moment in time. Now, would you stop being an arse mob and get on there? Right, battery on. There is no ready test. There is. I mean, there's a little plug here. Don't know if this is supposed to plug in somewhere. Yes, look at it. It's a tiny plug. I'm going to put it up my nose. No, I'm not. That's a very bad idea. Well, I'm going to have to fiddle with that. That's another one. Unlike the tank, I'm not going to take this one apart right here and right now because the You could actually find a use for that in the future. Let's get the batteries out, because I might still need them. I don't remember. Oh dear, we're not doing very well here, are we? The 2 electrical devices we got are broken. The 3rd electrical device I had here is broken, but then I replaced the batteries, and all of a sudden, it's not broken. Now I'm just going to... Camera sickness, yay! The illusion of a nice clean table is ruined by the pigeon cage in the background. It's a dinosaur. Look at it. If you pull its tail, its mouth shuts. And it complains. Yes, the action is controlled by the tail, not the jaw, and does not release until you do this. And obviously they've got a big gaping wound here, and if you're just like, there, they sound like an angry cat. Angry cat. Angry cat. Angry cat. Now, when I got this, the batteries had been taken out, and honestly, I don't blame the previous owner. You ready? That was a very weird form of ASMR. You go over here and eat the Abrahams. Yes, delicious. Nom, 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 nom. Yes, you go over here and eat the Abrahams whilst we move on to the last item on this very sorry checklist of things that aren't working and things we wish weren't working. So this one's slightly different because I didn't buy this in a charity store, and I have looked at this. Basically, I fell for one of those Facebook adverts, you know, the ones where they put a really fancy advert out and you think, oh, that's great, I'm going to buy it. And then you buy it. Now, what was advertised was a Force FX lightsaber. Great, I thought. 20 quid? Yeah, sure, why not? It seems believable. Boom. Laser sword. W and sound. Interesting laser sword. Interesting laser sword. The best welcome gifts for their children. The more you play with me, the happier I will be. Cool laser sword. 3 conversion modes. And there is Darth Maximus and Darth Stormtroopercus. The legal Star Wars logos, and it shows colour on the back here. So it's the same thing, same writing. Number 688-3. That number means nothing. Specifications, colours, and contents may vary from illustration. No bally shizer, Sherlock. Don't eat Pac-Man. It's bad for him. Don't submerge Pac-Man in acid either. That's also bad for him. Right, so I have looked at this. I'm going to go over here. Unfortunately, and if we empty the box out... This is what we get. I don't know what this is. These are the conversion modes, and you're supposed to kind of take this off. There we go. You take this off, and that reveals the lighting as well. So we're going to convert it to be the evil Darth charity shoppers is who we're going to be. We're going to be very, very evil. We are. Yes. And then we screw this back on, and look how amazing this is. Yes. We are going to be super evil, except I've done that wrong because we also need to put this in here, which I think you do that. Oh. You know, I just realised that I don't care. I honestly don't care. You screw that in there like that. This lovely cheap plastic. The handle itself feels quite cheap, but honestly doesn't look absolutely terrible. I actually like the paint job they've done on it. Although, let's be fair, this is a terrible product. But there we go. There is our lightsaberus. Where's the battery? There's the battery compartment. Takes 3 AAAs, this one does, into the battery box. I've got AAAs, yes. You're getting Duracells. They probably cost more than... Well, no, they don't cost more than the damn thing cost. All right, now which way does it go? There is an icon. Okay, so these ones go in here like this. And this, they're forced in there. And this one goes in here like this. And now the batteries are in place. That feels like it's going to break already. And we've got an on-off button. That noise repeats. And now it's green. Now it's red. Now, the effect is probably longer than it's currently showing on here. It's not very good because I've got studio lighting in here. Blue. White. Now, white is interesting because white is actually a Jedi colour. Purple, look at me. My name is Darth. No, it's not. It's Mace Windu, that's it. And there's this. Then there's seizure mode. And then it turns off. Great. Dinosaur didn't like that. I mean, it looked okay, I suppose. I don't know if it still works. I did throw it at the end. Retrieved it, mainly because I didn't want this stuff in my back garden and I wanted the batteries back. What if I just lost one? I've lost a battery. I had all three of them. No, where is my precious battery gone? How am I supposed to test? Oh, wait, I've got another one. Why do I... Hang on. Yeah, I bet this ain't going to work now that I've done this. Probably should have tested this before I, came back in. But let's see. Moment of truth. Yeah, it survived. We broke a bit of the conversion piece, so now you can physically garrot your opponent and physically murder them if you want to, rather than dealing with this thing. Yeah, don't ever buy anything off Facebook. Those adverts, they're lying to you, okay? And that's a video. Great, innit? Things that I brought from charity shops that, in most cases, I wish I hadn't. Although, these three can stay. They can stay, and if this thing works, then that can stay as well. But the rest of it, I'm really disappointed in this because it did work when I first got it. It doesn't work now, and I'm really disappointed. There's not even a discernible reason why. There's quite a lot of a nasty brown substance down here that I don't remember being here. It's probably just battery corrosion somewhere that's done it, which is a shame because this did work. And obviously, it's not now. The interior of the Tiger tank is interesting. Fairly interesting little PCB and actual motorized engine with gearing to make it not quite so excessively powerful. Quite interesting to see, if I'm totally honest with you, But yeah, stuff from a charity shop. Woo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like this content. A little bit different from my normal stuff. Well, yes and no. It's a load of stuff on a table. Just the table was clean. That's the difference. Although, looking at it, yeah, ain't clean no more. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. I said that in the wrong order. And tune in next week for more shenanigans, of which I probably would have brought something that's worth watching. Yay.